In a quiet coastal town in Japan, there lived a boy named Akiro. Every morning, before the sun dared to rise, Akiro stood alone on the rooftop of his small house, staring into the endless sky. Not to admire its beauty, not to offer a prayer, but to ask one painful question: why not me? The town knew Akiro as the boy who tried too much. He tried at school and failed his exams. He tried in sports, always second, never first. He tried art, but his drawings were called average. He tried to speak up, and his voice was ignored. People didn't hate him, they simply didn't notice him. And somehow, that hurt even more. Akiro's dream was simple. He didn't want fame. He didn't want praise. He just wanted to prove that effort mattered. But life kept proving the opposite. One night, the rain fell hard. Streetlights flickered. The ocean roared in the distance, angry, restless. Akiro sat alone at a bus stop, a rejection letter trembling in his hands. Again. He crushed the paper into his fist. "I worked harder than anyone," he whispered. "So why does it never work?" Then someone sat beside him, an old man, a wrinkled face, calm, knowing eyes, a broken umbrella resting on his shoulder. Without even looking at Akiro, the old man spoke. "Tell me, boy, what do you do when the road refuses to move?" Akiro let out a bitter laugh. "I stop walking." The old man smiled, just a little. "No," he said softly. "You walk anyway." Before Akiro could reply, the bus arrived. Its doors opened, lights flashed, and when Akiro turned back, the old man was gone. Only the broken umbrella remained.
Weeks passed. Failures piled up, heavy, like stones pressing down on Akiro's chest. At school, classmates celebrated their victories. Online, people his age announced their success. At home, only silence filled the rooms. One evening, Akiro stood on a cliff by the sea. The wind screamed past him. Waves crashed violently below. For the first time, he didn't ask the sky why. He asked something worse. What's the point? Tears blended with the rain, and then he saw something strange. Far below, on the rocky shore, someone was running. An old man, the same one, running straight into the storm. Akiro shouted, but his voice was swallowed by the wind. Then the man slipped, fell. Without thinking, Akiro ran. Down the slick rocks. Hands cut, knees bruised. The pain didn't matter. He reached the man and dragged him back from the crashing waves. Gasping for breath, Akiro shouted, "Why would you run into a storm like that?" The old man coughed, then laughed. "Because the storm," he said, "doesn't wait until you're ready." Then he looked straight into Akiro's eyes. And neither does life. They sheltered beneath a cliff. Rain hammered against the stone. The old man spoke, slowly. "You think effort failed you, but effort isn't a vending machine." Akiro frowned. "You don't put work in and get success out instantly. The old man pointed toward the ocean. See that wave? It strikes the shore 1,000 times before it shapes the rock. Akiro clenched his fists. But others succeed faster. The old man nodded. Yes, some waves are bigger. Silence. Then, but even small waves change the coast if they never stop coming. Thunder cracked across the sky. The old man stood up. Tomorrow, the town holds the Sky Lantern Festival. Akiro knew it well. People released lanterns carrying their wishes. I want you to release one, the old man said. But not a wish. Then what? Akiro asked. The old man smiled. A promise. The next night, lanterns filled the sky. Golden lights drifted upward, like stars reborn. Music played softly. People laughed. People laughed. Dreams rose into the air. Akiro stood alone, holding his lantern. Inside it, he had written, "I will keep walking, even when nothing changes." As he lit it, the wind suddenly turned wild. Lanterns shook, some fell. People panicked. Akiro's lantern slipped from his hands, torn, burning, collapsing. Laughter erupted nearby. "Looks like even your wish rejected you," someone mocked. Akiro froze, his chest tightened. For a moment, he almost believed them. Then he remembered the old man's words. The storm doesn't wait. Akiro bent down, picked up the broken frame, and did something no one expected. He ran straight into the wind. He relit the lantern by hand. Fire burned his fingers. Pain shot through him. But he didn't stop. With one final breath, he released it. And this time, the lantern rose. Slowly, shakily, but higher than before. The crowd fell silent.
The wind howled, one last time. For a terrifying second, the lantern almost fell again. Akiro whispered, "Please." Then, the wind changed direction. The lantern shot upward, blazing bright, brighter than all the others. Akiro collapsed to his knees, tears falling. Not because he won, but because he didn't quit. He looked around for the old man. Nowhere. Only the broken umbrella rested near the lantern stand. Years later, a young man stood on a rooftop at sunrise. But this time, he wasn't asking the sky anything. He was smiling. Below him, a city slowly woke. On his desk lay sketches, designs, notes. Not perfect, but real. A voice echoed in his memory. Some succeed early. Some succeed late. But the ones who keep walking, they always arrive. The sky didn't answer. It didn't need to. Because Akiro finally understood. You don't wait for your moment. You build it. Step by step. Even when no one is watching.